Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to do a review on the Big Red 2-ton hydraulic trolley jack, sold by Pep Boys. I did order this online. The link is in the description for the jack, guys. It's a basic 2-ton trolley jack. A lot of good reviews on it. Not very expensive at all. This is what you get. The box. The jack comes in the box. I'll measure the jack, let you guys see what the measurement, the length of it is, and all of that. Came with these things. These are air purge procedures. You want to follow that before you actually use the jack, so that you can ensure that it's safe to use, and that if you don't purge the air out of jacks, these type of jacks, when you first use them, you can have issues with the jack slowly lowering itself on its own while it's sitting under the car, or it actually rapidly lowering itself. So you want to make sure you purge the air, and that helps to protect the jack, the integrity of the jack. Then you just get the manual, basic things. So that aside, and with the jack, you get the handle for the jack. And it goes in, this piece goes in, you twist it to lock it into the groove here, and then you can jack the jack. I won't jack it because it has to be bled. The air has to be purged, so we'll do that. So you have that. Then you have the carry handle that goes over these two bolts, these two nuts, like so. Just stretch it over. Ta-da! And manipulate the jack, which is cool because I did have a while back, I had a similar jack that I found, and it was still in somewhat working condition. It didn't last long, but I used to have to just pick it up and carry it. It didn't have a handle, so having a handle makes it great to have that. So I'm just going to move this stuff out of the way. And that's pretty much everything that you have with the jack is. And guys, I just have the DeWalt drill. I didn't know if I would have to do anything with the jack extra, so I just brought the DeWalt drill along. Description for that's in the link will be in the description for that drill. It's the DCF 887. It's an awesome drill, and I use that to fix just about everything that I do nowadays. But check the link in the description. You can check some of my other videos. You'll see this featured in a lot of my videos. So we have the jack, and looking at the information, the first thing you really want to do is this air purge procedure. If you guys can see that, just try to get it. There you go. So what we're going to do is we'll just attempt the air purge procedure. So this part of the video will technically be how to purge the air out of a jack. So first things is number one, it says before first use, remove the cover plate to expose the oil fill plug. So this is the cover plate. On this one, if you can see, it's slotted. So you just simply push that direction and you hear that pop, and then you just lift this off. That's your cover plate. Then it says place end of handle over the release valve. Turn the handle counterclockwise 3 full turns. So this is the number 2. So you place the jack handle over the release valve, which is this valve here, and then you turn it counterclockwise 3 turns. So take the jack, put it on there. So we're gonna go halfway, 1, halfway, 2, halfway, and that's 3. So that's three full turns. It says remove the handle from the release valve. Insert handle into the handle socket. Rapidly pump the handle 6 to 8 times. So we're going to place after we removed it from here, I'm going to place it in here. It says rapidly pump it 6 to 8 times. And I'm going to sit this down and just hold the jack for stability while I do that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I just pumped it 8 times just to be on the safe side. And number 4, you see this is the picture number 3 of what we're doing. Next is number 4, purge the air. It says with a flat blade screwdriver, push the oil fill plug slightly to the side to purge trapped air from the system. Okay guys, so I've zoomed in so you guys can get a good look at. This is the oil fill plug. The instruction states, with a flat blade screwdriver, push the oil fill plug slightly to the side to purge the trapped air from the system. So what we're going to do, if you can see, this says oil fill plug, so this is where your oil goes into your jack. And again, I'm just going to hold the jack for stability, and then we're going to just go under here and just push over, and you may hear a slight sound of like a hissing sound of air coming out. And I heard a slight release of air. And that cap is, the paint's coming off of that. I don't know why it was painted red, but kind of looks like the gasket was cracking, but it's just red paint, which makes no sense. But the functionality is what we care about. And a little bit of oil came out with the air, so I'm just going to wipe that up. And guys, the next thing, it says to replace the cover plate, turn the handle clockwise until it stops. Jack is ready for use. Check the proper pump action. And it says, note, repeat procedure as needed for best jack performance. Now, what I'm going to do is repeat that step again, because I'm going to do this 3 times, because people who have purchased not just this jack but other jacks, I've heard them say that they've gotten better results out of the process, and their jacks actually perform better and last longer when they have done that procedure 2 or 3 times. So I'm just going to do this procedure 3 times. It won't hurt anything. All we're trying to do basically is purge as much of the air out the jack as possible so that the strength of the hydraulic fluid in the hydraulic system will be intact. So I'm going to repeat the procedure again, starting with the second step, which is place the end of the handle over the release valve. Turn the handle clockwise 3 times. So here's a release valve. And we're going to go clockwise. We're going to go counterclockwise 3 full turns. So that's 1/2, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. It says remove the handle from the release valve, which we've done. Insert the handle into the handle socket. Rapidly pump the jack 6 to 8 times. So I'm going to do that again. Place the jack handle in, and then we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It says then with a flat blade screwdriver, push the oil fill plug slightly to the side to purge the trap air from the system. So we're going to purge the air again by pressing with the flat blade up against the rubber gasket, the rubber seal to release air. And guys, no air came out. Just a little bit of oil came out. So what I'm going to do is call that good because we didn't have any extra air come out. And then we're going to skip to the next steps now that we have that done. And now it says replace the cover plate. So now we're going to replace the cover plate. To put the cover plate on, you just simply, these 2 pieces here, and there's one on the other side, you just simply lay this down like that, and then you push it that way, and the cover plate is locked in place. Now the cover plate's in place, the instructions state turn the handle clockwise until it stops. So we're going to place the jack handle here, and we're just going to turn it clockwise. And as you can see, it's turning. And we're going to do that until it stops. And it's stopped. I can turn it no more. And after that, it states the jack is ready for use. Check for proper pump action. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to check the jack for the functionality of the pump. So we're going to place the handle into the jack, and then we're going to push, and each time you should see the jack lifting. And then